Okay, so let's talk more about this hotly contested race with our political analyst, Brian Sobel. And Brian, typically, an election in Alabama, the Republican would be the odds-on favorite, the heavy favorite here. Not at all the case this year. Not this year because of the charges against Judge Roy Moore and the fact that he, has, I don't know that he's done a good job of refuting the things that have been said, except to say that it's a smear campaign and it doesn't have any bearing on the race, which of course it does. You know, I actually heard an Alabama voter today say that this is in fact has been a smear campaign and that he ran before and none of these women came forward. But here it is, a very important Senate race, and these allegations are surfacing, and this Alabama voter, blaming Democrats. Well, I think there's a number of Republican base voters there who think that this is quote-unquote fake news. It's ginned up to destroy the candidate, and they're going to go ahead and vote for him anyway. There are so many storylines here, Heather, from national storylines to Alabama storylines. It's an endlessly fascinating thing. But Brian, it really comes down to just, if you are a Republican voter in Alabama, just how important is the party ID? Well, in terms of what your voter history is, huge. Because if you've always voted Republican, the idea of asking you to write in somebody or to actually go over the line and vote for a Democrat is asking, in a state like Alabama, almost too much. And as we heard in Lauren Blanchard's piece there, that one voter said that he was voting on the issues. He was voting on the Second Amendment. He was voting on abortion. Do you think that that is what a majority of Alabama voters are going into the polls, into the polling places thinking about? Well, we kind of don't know, and here's the reason. Polling is all over the place. We have polling showing both candidates up. One poll today showing them dead even. We don't know, but what we do know is what Alabama is about and what the history of Alabama is about in terms of their support for Republican candidates. So Jones has to overcome all of that, and the X factor is whether people who are on the line, who aren't strictly conservative or aren't ideologues, whether they'll listen to these charges and say, hey, I will go beyond the fact that we want a Republican in the Senate and I'll vote for a Democrat because it's the right thing to do. The outcome, no matter the outcome. Do you think Democrats come out ahead here? Well, I think so, because you either get the candidate who ends up as the senator, or you have fodder for a long time to come. You can criticize the national party, you can criticize the president, and then you can criticize the candidate who is now the senator. Yeah, this really could indeed be so pivotal as we head into the 2018 election. Well, everything that's happening now is the precursor to 2018. All right, Brian, thank you so much. Appreciate it.